Hi everyone, welcome back to Taya's Travel Tips. So today I'm going to talk about Jin, I know it's backwards, but Jin Korean Barbecue House. So I went to the one in Houston, but there is a few locations between Houston and California. There's one in Las Vegas, I think there's a couple in Arizona, but they don't go very far east. So this Korean barbecue place was all you can eat. You can read that backwards. So, there's a few other ones in the Houston area that are not all you can eat. I know there's another brand that I've seen someone else do a video on from Orlando that is very popular. So I'm going to talk about Jin Korean House. Jin Korean House. Yeah, Jin Korean Barbecue House. Okay, so this one was in Midtown for Houston. It was in a very good area. I felt very safe. I went with me and my sister a little bit later at night, and I did not feel unsafe. It was very well lit. They had security guards for your cars. The parking was free. They do have curb parking if you can get it, but they also have a parking garage. The parking garage was very, very, very well lit. I felt very safe. I did not feel at all out of my element or scared or, for two younger, unarmed women. So, the first thing I'm going to tell you about this place was there's a lot of condiments on the table. You can ask for more. You can ask for, I went with my mother. I went twice recently. I went with my mother once, and she really liked the salad, so they just kept bringing her more salad, which is fine, because you can eat all you want. They also have some kimchi, pickled radish, pickled cucumber, something potato salad. Didn't really find any of those appealing. There's also rice, I think it's rice paper on the table, and they had radish. They also had like a vinaigrette, an oil, and some kind of salt. I'm trying to see if it tells you on here. Anyway, let me see. You can ask for other things like hot sauce, garlic slices, or jalapeno. The drinks, I think, are relatively on par with a restaurant. So I had to ask for this menu because I wanted to show y'all. But there's 27 options for lunch and 35 options for dinner. We ordered a bunch. The first time I went was me and my sister, and she has had weight loss surgery, and me and her tried 15 different things. We had her daughter too, who was 3. That's another thing. 4 and under are free. I would not, if you have a big 4-year-old, I wouldn't. They're probably not going to give them to you for free. Also, 4-year-old, 4 to 10, so I think it's 3 and under are free, and then 4 to 10 are half price. Anyone over 10 is full price, so it is expensive. If you have an 11-year-old, I have a 12-year-old. I have a little brother that's 12. He does not eat much, so unless we're doing something there for a group, I would not go there. So for lunch, it's $18, and for dinner, it's $27. I know it's backwards, I know. But this is the way I record. Anyway, so there's 27 items for lunch and 35 items for dinner. You can get as much of anything as you want. They have soups, they have vegetables, they have shrimp, chicken, pork belly, brisket. So my favorite was the bulgogi, which is a very thin sliced beef that's seasoned. It's like marinated. It comes in like a pile. Then there's also beef brisket that comes rolled up. There's beef belly that comes cut flat. And there is, I'm trying to find it. It's number 10 on dinner for me. It's marinated short ribs. Oh my gosh. So amazing. So, other places, I've seen that you have to ask for your grill to be changed out. Normally, we had a table of 4, or 4. So we got to pick 4 things at a time. The first time, they made us wait until everything was almost eaten before they'd bring it more back out, which is fine because they're really fast once you ask for it. Sometimes you have to like I don't know about wave them down, but like, hey, can I get whatever? They also have rice, which is good if you're eating something a little fattier. The shrimp is head on, peel on. So it takes a little time. There's also calamari. What else? Small ox intestine. Um, yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot of different options. There's a full bar there. Sorry. There's a full bar there. So I was with someone and they ordered a screwdriver, I think, vodka and orange juice, and it was like $8. They do have soft drinks, but both times I went, I just ordered water. Because of how much flavor was going on the table. They do have tongs. You can ask for a second set. They give you chopsticks. You can ask for forks. They have tables that hold up to like 16 people. Although, on their menu and online, it says they can only split a check 2 ways. So if you're going with a group of 10 and you have 5 couples, I don't think they will split the check 5 ways. So, something else. Something very important. For dinner, they open at 5. I think they're closed from 3 to 5 to clean up, get everything reset. I don't know, maybe they're just not busy. So you're allowed to be there about 2 hours. So between 5 and 6:30, there's not really a whole lot going on. There's like, slowly people are coming in. By 7:30 or 8, you have to wait for a table. When we left, we got there about 6. So we left around 8:30. Maybe a little before 8, like 7:45. There was a line outside. On their website, it says they're taking temperatures. They have the machine, but I never got checked. It's very, it's an atmosphere. It is kind of clubby, like the lights and the bar and everything. And if you sit on the opposite side of the bar, like the back side of the bar, that's closer to the restroom, and that is where the bigger tables are. It's just more convenient. I went with someone that has mobility issues. He was walking with a walker, and it was very hard for him to get to the restroom. On the table, there is scissors to cut your meat. So if you have, like the Korean short ribs, you could cut them at the bones so everyone at the table could try them. Because if you have 4 people, and they normally only give you 2 per order, not everyone can try it unless you get multiple orders every time. They did, like I said, they have soup. They have some vegetables on here that we got, and it was okay. We had to use the scissors to kind of cut up because they give you like a third of the outside of a bell pepper, so it was a very large chunk, but once you cut it up, it was good. You can also use like the rice paper or the radish to make a little like roll up. You can also put like some salad in there, some like acidic, they have an acidic vinaigrette. So if you're going for 2 people with no drinks, and you tip according, like, I tipped about $10, but that's just what I do. I normally tip more than 20%, especially for something where it's high service like this, and we got good service. So it's about $35 a person between tax and tip. Also, there is a knob on the outside of your table if your food is not cooking fast enough. If your food is cooking too fast, there's a knob on the outside of the table for you to change that. Normally the servers do it, but you can. I messed with ours. And if you want to just be like, I'm okay for now, I'm full, then they'll turn it off and they'll turn it back on if you want more food. So the appetizers, that's what I was going to get to. The appetizers, I'm flipping through my menu, sorry y'all. The appetizers. There is a few options. There's like 6 options. They call them popcorn chicken. We got that both times. It was pretty good. They also have something called a hoktaek. Top left over there. Anyway, hotteok. I don't know. It's a Korean sweet pancake filled with brown sugar, cinnamon, peanuts, sunflower seeds, topped with powdered sugar, or topped with sugar powder. It says powdered. It says sugar powder, powdered sugar. It can be good for dessert. I did not try that. We were already leaving when I seen it on someone else's table. So they also have the popcorn chicken, like I said. Kids like that. It comes with sweet and sour sauce. Both times I went there, I had at least one little kid. The first time I had a 3-year-old. The second time I had a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. They were really, really good. you just have to keep them safe, like keep them away from where it's hot. Normally there is one side that's closer to the grill and one side that's farther away. So if you have kids, just be careful because it is very hot. So then they have popcorn chicken. They also have something with glass noodles, rice sticks, crispy seaweed roll, and then calamari frites. I don't know. Anyway, so those can be ordered in addition to your normal 4 things. So you can say you want 4 meats or 4 things from your list of 34. You can get 4 things from this side, and then you can get an appetizer or 2. I don't know if there's a limit on the appetizers at a time. Also, I never got charged, but on their menu it says if you leave food that you can get charged. You're not allowed to have takeout. You're not allowed to do anything like that. And they said there's cameras to, I guess, to keep you from putting it in your purse or your bag or whatever. I seen people taking something to go, but I don't know if they had ordered something to go. So that might be something you ask your waitress about on the down low. So also they have some kind of deep fried rice cake, and then they also have glass noodles on this on the dinner menu that you can get. Anyway, highly recommend. I think it would be good with a bigger group. The first time it was 3 people, including a 3-year-old, and the second time we went with 6 people. I think it was 6. It's just more enjoyable. You know, you have fun, you joke. Like, oh, you can't cook. Anyway, things like that. It's just flipping the meat, really. Oh, so nothing really comes seasoned unless it's on here as marinated. Nothing. So there's a number, and there is, no, it's backwards. Then there is the English, or the kind of Korean name, then the English translation, and then the symbols that I have no idea what they mean. Anyway, so nothing really comes seasoned. So they have this lime garlic, I think it's lime salt. It's really good, and a lot of things need it because most of it just is raw meat that you bring to the table and there is no seasoning on it. So you might need a little salt, you might need a little vinegar, you might need a little oil, whatever you think you need. And then it's really good to have on a rice paper or a radish, which is daikon. Anyway, so much fun, love the experience, and in my opinion, if you're in a bigger city area, look for something similar to Korean Bbq, that is all you can eat, because you don't want to go and order. There's another one in my area that you have to order by the pound, and if you want to try 5 things, it adds up very fast. Like, you can have all of these items for the one price of $27. Again, oh my goodness, I'm flipping it to the wrong part. So, this is all you can eat. Eat as much as you want. Super fun. Talk to your waiter, see what they recommend. Ask for more if you want more. Both times that I went, they were really good about coming back and checking on you like clockwork. As soon as you got cooking, or right before you're about to be done cooking, they would come, they would spread your meat out for you, because I had something and I like plopped it on there in a big old mound, and they're like, oh no, you should spread it out. And they showed me the proper way to cook things, which is good if this is your first time there. I just cannot reiterate how safe I felt. There's a Kung Fu tea there. There's a ramen bar in Midtown in Houston where I went. Very safe feeling. I mean, a couple blocks away, I don't know how you would feel, but where Korean Bbq is, I felt very safe. And get there early or make reservations. They have reservations too. But do not get there at 7:30 and think you're just going to get a table right away. On a Tuesday, there was a wait. I went on a Tuesday, and there was a considerable wait. So, make reservations, get there early, or be ready for a wait. But it was so fun. Anyway, see you next time on Taya's Travel Tips.